Hey guys. So today we are going to talk about a controversial topic since we're coming up on the mid-season finale here of The Walking Dead. Who is going to bite the dust?
Well, there have been several names thrown out, so I'm just going to go ahead and list them. Starting with Daryl, which I find highly unlikely, Eugene, which is possible, Father Gabriel, which I don't think is going to happen, Carl, don't think it's going to happen, Judith, could potentially happen, and the usual suspect who people love to throw out, Michonne. Don't think that's going to
I don't
happen
think that's going
either.
to happen either.
Was there anyone else who they who
Well, I mean, there's a theory about everybody dying, but I feel like those are the only ones that people care about.
those are like the top six of people who people assume might die. Assuming anyone is killed, which I'm sure in 90 minutes someone's gonna die, or it's gonna be a cliffhanger on someone may or may not be dead, or something. Um,
Yeah, so I mean, the first one is Eugene. You said right?
yeah,
Um,
maybe.
I don't know. I could go either way on this one. I they're kind of doing some stuff that they've done similarly in the past right before they do kill somebody off. A lot of times they do like a lot of character development on somebody right before they kill them off. I'm
Like
thinking about Beth,
Beth.
like those two bottle episodes in the hospital, and then it's like boom, dead. Um, and it's several others. But I don't know. I don't really think that his story is over because there still has to be some sort of a conflict and decision about whether or not he's going to go back to Alexandria or not. And they've only started to explore that whole thing. His is not really done, so I don't think that's very likely. Um, you, you do the next one.
Daryl. People keep saying Daryl because Daryl's made a lot of mistakes this season, but he's also still Daryl. Regardless if you're not too friendly of him, of his character or not, like he's a major staple of the show, and that would kill a huge part of the fandom. A large part of the Daryl fans, I'm sure, will probably walk away from the show if Norman were to leave. So I don't think it's gonna be. It's very dark. I don't think it's gonna be him. So, um,
Sorry, we're like messing around with the lights. They're dying on us. I don't think it's likely to be Daryl either. Although it would make sense if they killed off Daryl because he's been acting like an idiot the last 2 years. He's been making probably the worst decisions of anybody on the show. So
and
I wouldn't be
and
surprised if they killed him off.
he is the reason I am sure that Negan is at Alexandria's gate yet again right now.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Like
it seems to me like they're just not gonna kill him off though from a business standpoint because of the fact that like he's just such a
he's
popular character, and I think they would lose a significant amount of their fan base if they killed that character off.
yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna do that either. Who's the next one?
Carl.
Carl. Ooh. I don't think that's likely either, just because that would be so unsatisfying for so many different reasons.
Although the argument could be that they have set up this season that Carl might be going like in the first episode, but I don't think they're gonna go that route either. It doesn't make a lot of sense since the show should end on Carl. Although like Michonne saying to Carl, "This is gonna be yours" or something, could be the counter opposite of it being Carl's because he's gonna die. But that being said, that would mean Old Man Rick was not uh, a flash forward, which wouldn't make any sense
It doesn't make
because
any
how would you
sense.
visualize your future self as a rusty old man on a cane and missing
Yeah.
teeth and balding?
And that's not a flash forward, or that's not a dream or anything. I mean, he's exactly the way he is as Old Man Rick in the comics. Like, there's no way that like, I mean, that's definitely a flash forward. And you see Carl walk by, you don't
And
see his
plus,
face,
would,
but
would you visualize yourself 10 years from now balding and
no,
missing a tooth and
no, that doesn't make any sense.
that's
So
that's hot.
he's that's the future for sure. So Carl's still there, and he just has a lot more story to be told. There's a lot of stuff going around online about how like Chandler Riggs moved to L.A. and whatnot. I mean, who cares? Andrew Lincoln lives in England half the year. That doesn't mean anything.
Well,
So whatever. And then the next one is. I don't know why I can't remember her name
Michonne.
today. Michonne. That's not going to work either.
I think those are the same people who just want her to die,
Yeah.
not because they think she's going to.
Yeah, their relationship is like barely got off the ground,
Listen. If
chronologically,
if
and
if Denai has had time to write and run her own play and to star in like what 2 Marvel films.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she hasn't left by now, I don't think she's gonna be leaving because her schedule's too hectic. Like, that's just garbage.
No, she's still here, and I mean, it seems like everything's fine. And again, she's on the flash forward too, so that wouldn't make any sense either.
Judith.
Judith. So, oh,
Actually, I could buy that one.
yeah, I actually think that's a more plausible one, and the reason why is just because first of all, Judith died in the comics. If anybody doesn't know that, she died while Laurie was holding her and she was running away, and the governor shot Laurie through the back, and the same bullet went through her and Judith, killing both of them instantly. So Judith, has technically had a longer life already than she would have in the comics, but also, I mean, I know she's a baby, and I know nobody likes to see babies or dogs or tigers die.
It would probably be Jared if they did kill her.
Right.
That piece of shit.
Yeah, I know, that's like, the in the category of a type of character that you don't want to die, but if you really think about it, she doesn't really have a personality.
Well, not even that. We, and Rick included, have already experienced the loss of Judith back when the prison fell.
In season 4.
We thought she had been eaten by a walker, which Rick thought so. He grieved her death already.
Mm-hmm.
Carl grieved her death already. I'm not saying that it would be easy for them, but they've already experienced that loss very heavily and intimately. And that's one of the things that Rick actually shares with Michonne. Like, he knows what it's like to feel like he lost a child, even though he got her back.
And to raise a child that's not his.
Michonne does well. Oh well, yeah, she does because she's raising Carl.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's whatever. But I could see it being the baby, and people are gonna bitch him out no matter who it is.
Yeah.
I just know who it's not.
I think it would be a lot easier for the audience to get over the loss of Judith than it would to be getting over the loss of Carl. I mean, like,
I'd rather Judith go. Sorry.
Like, Judith's a baby, but
I don't know her.
She doesn't have a personality.
She's just a name.
She doesn't have any dialogue. It's not like there's been any like deep,
like, I care about
emotional,
Carl.
like interactions between her and any of the characters or anything. It's.
I care about Carl. Like, Judith Grimes is just a name. She's just a name.
Pretty
really.
much, yeah.
She's a prop. She's a prop. That's what she is.
Plus, one could argue because of the fact that maybe that's what they were setting it up for when Rick told Michonne he knows that Judith isn't his. It's almost like it's the last part of Shane dying, not the last part of Rick.
And also in that old man Rick scene, we need to see it again.
We need to watch it again.
But I don't think they say the name Judith for that little girl. Like, it could be Gracie.
I don't remember. I don't remember at all. We'll have to go watch that again and maybe comment on it later. But
someone said online that that girl had the same doll that was in Gracie's crib, which I don't know. I don't remember. I need to look at it again.
I don't know about that either. It does seem, now that I think about it, like they've kind of sort of put a lot of baby stuff in there that could be leading to Judith's death, like Rick going out of his way to tell her that it's not his kid, and then like the introduction of a new baby for him to potentially raise if he lost Judith.
He actually orphaned the baby.
Yeah, right. That would
accidentally.
It would that would make even more sense. It's like his baby is taken away from him, and so he took away the dad from another baby, so it balances itself out in some weird way. Oh, I just realized that right now. That makes a lot of sense from a writing standpoint.
It actually happens on an episode of Angel. But that might be Gracie, not Judith, in the flash forwards.
We're gonna have to watch that again.
I'm still waiting for Rashawn Jr. though. I'm a little bit peeved about that.
It's gonna happen. Well, maybe they're gonna have to make a baby if they lose Judith.
Whether Judith lives or dies, I still want Rashawn Jr. That's my stance.
When you say something offensive, like people go too soon, I'm gonna start going too early. Like right then, it hasn't even happened yet. Too early.
Ridiculous.
What else about this? Is that about it?
Predictions. That they'll definitively show that it was Daryl's fault that the Saviors escaped. Predictions for the mid-season finale. Morgan's gonna be leaving or something. Or maybe
I
not. Morgan might see the rest of the season.
I don't know how the heck Negan ends up getting back to Alexandria in that sneak peek after
Well, wait.
Talking Dead.
I don't know how Negan can make even the threat because it's not like his numbers are depleted too.
Yeah, he has like no one.
Like I know the kingdom took the biggest hit on our side of things, but they still I think the numbers are about equal, if not uneven. Like I feel like it's more on Rick's side
Yeah,
than the
but
Saviors.
where's Rick? Is he back
No,
at Alexandria or not?
he's still with the trash heapsters doing God
Maybe
knows what.
they're gonna ride in and save the day right as Negan's about to try and break down the walls. That's probably what's gonna happen. Because it looked like in the sneak peek, it was like at night, and
Well,
Michonne was like the only one who was seeing this.
no. Daryl was there too. He was in the clip. Daryl, Tara, Michonne, and Carl were visibly seen. Probably Rosita. She's probably somewhere.
Oh,
Aaron is off on his field trip. Who knows when he'll come back? Maybe he'll come back in the nick of time. Or Carol. Carol might ramble her way in there and like
what if he comes back with the Oceansiders and they're the ones that somehow save the day?
they don't have any weapons though. So
I
I don't know
know.
what the hell they're gonna
They're
do.
gonna use their spears.
I want to see Carol save the day because that's her thing. Like that's like her annual thing. She does something to save the day since like
That's
season
true. Yeah,
season 5,
that's true.
season 6.
Possibility.
Wait, did she save the day in season 7? No, she ran
She was
away
gone
in
for
season
most
7.
of gone for most of season 7.
Well, yeah, so we need to bring that back. Carol needs to like put a bullet, like she needs to ninja star somebody in the face.
I could buy that. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. If you guys like our content, make sure to subscribe right here. Also, follow us on Instagram at RLRochon. Also, check out the brand new blog, thelivingrochon.com. Links to both of that in the description. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching us, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.